It's a long time since I've been in court. The last time was jury service. This is an interesting visit. We're here in Manchester, the city centre of the Police Museum. This is very special, this courtroom, isn't it?
It is.
Tell us why.
Because actually we're cheating. It hasn't always been here at the museum. We moved it piece by piece across Manchester from Denton.
So this is a Tameside court, genuinely used. How old is the courtroom?
Dates back to 1895.
Wow.
So it is a real Victorian courtroom.
This place is steeped in nostalgia, isn't it? It really is. You must have one of the best jobs in the world.
I love it. I mean, every day's different. It's either a school group or it's family day, or you can come and do a private tour, and every group is different. So every tour is different.
When you look at the things in here, it's all wood, isn't it? It's nothing like the modern courtrooms, and everything's so heavy as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It is just how it would have been originally, how you picture a courtroom to be. It is all very, yeah.
As we come around the museum, we've seen quite a few interesting things. The cells, they are cold. They look very, very unwelcoming. Designed for that purpose, I guess.
Absolutely. So you've seen the male cells today, and they would have between 12 and 15 people in them. So they are holding cells, so you'd only spend between 1 and 3 days there. But with 15,
only?
I can say with 15 other people, I think you'd feel those 3 days. You do get bread and jam, you know, 3 times a day.
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah.
And
Not the best of diets.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Looking at the history here, it really is amazing. I mean, we've got a judge behind us here. We have two types of courts, don't we? We have magistrates' courts, yes, and we also have a crown court. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, it was a bit different.
It was, because this is what you would think of as a magistrates' court, but it was called a police court. So if you do get a chance to look at the stained glass window behind you there, you've got a D, a P and a C in it, because even the stained glass windows came across with the courtroom. So that stands for Denton Police Court. So for your magistrates' court, back in the day it would have been a police court, and then for your crown court it's an assize court.
So I'm guessing any kind of crime that was worthy of a court appearance, you know, whether it's theft or murders, used to come through one of these courts, or this very courtroom.
Absolutely. It would have come through here. It wouldn't have stayed here if it was something really serious. And I have done a little bit of research and found a few court cases that actually happened at Denton, possibly in this courtroom. So one of them was an investigation into a giant explosion at the local hat works, because I think about 14 people were killed in that explosion. So they needed to find out how, why, where, so on, that the explosion happened. And the other ones I discovered were during World War II, during the blackout, when you had to close your curtains. Because if you didn't, you ended up in the dock, in trouble, facing a fine. And there was 2 different ones I found in the local papers. One was the local curtain maker, who had forgotten to close his curtains. Rather embarrassing. That's probably why it made the papers. And the other one was a gentleman that seems to be suggesting that he didn't know how to close his curtains. He didn't understand the blackout because he'd only been married 2 weeks.
Wow.
Didn't work for him as an excuse, but he tried it anyway.
I guess times were very tough back in the day. Looking at the museum, the rooms downstairs you've got, one of them is where all the police officers were, and there's a big, on the edge of the desk, is quite remarkable. As you'll see, there's a cutout. Explain what that is.
So you're talking about in the charge office. So on the side of the desk where you're mentioning is where the police officer would have been, the desk sergeant would have been, and he would have been leaning there with his big belt buckle and possibly big belly, who knows, just leaning there, just in the little corner, just where he would probably stand. And it's just over time worn the desk away, just constantly being there and standing and getting ready for whoever's coming in through the door.
That is true to see. The things we see in the office downstairs, the typewriters, the cigarettes, yes, that's how it was in them days.
It really was. I mean, the 1950s mock-up of a detective's desk is just how it would have been. The only thing you didn't spot would have been in the bottom drawer. Probably would have been a bottle of whiskey, but I never shared that. Never shared that.
Interesting. That never happened nowadays, would it? This is steeped in history, this amazing museum. How long have you been going for here now?
Museum's been open since 1981, so it's been going for a long time, and I've been here for just over 7 years.
Wow. And you do school visits as well, which is great for the for the history, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's brilliant for the school children as well, because when you get an opportunity to come into a real courtroom, they get to come in and act out their own court case and decide on their own sentences and so on and so forth. It's
and you've got some amazing police vehicles downstairs as well.
Yes, we do have quite a few motorbikes. They are not my area of expertise.
But great to see.
Yes.
When you think, that's how it was. There's a big sign downstairs with all the motorway signs from, the 70s, I guess?
Yes, I do believe that was from 70s and into the 80s. I think it was replaced in the maybe late 80s, early 90s with the more updated version. Don't quote me on those dates.
Good. It's really interesting to see. If anyone's interested in coming down here, whereabouts are you located? What's your opening hours?
So we're just on Newton Street. We're open every Tuesday to the public from 10:30 till 4. Last admission is 3 o'clock, just so that people get a chance to go round everywhere and they're not rushed.
Guilty or not guilty? That's the biggest question next, and the judge here has to decide. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much.